You love your cat, and it's worth considering how the words you say, or the way you say them, might affect them emotionally. In fact, there are certain words and sounds that can literally touch your cat's heart. Every time I greet my cat, I say her name softly, using a sweet tone. At first, I wasn't sure if it made a difference, but over time, I noticed that she'd purr and walk over to me whenever she heard it. It was then I realized, cats respond to the feel of words, not just their meaning. In this video, I'll reveal 9 specific words and sounds that have the power to touch your cat's heart. These are words that create trust, comfort, and emotional bonds that last a lifetime. Your tone matters more than your words. Cats are highly sensitive to the tone of voice rather than the words themselves. In fact, your cat may not even fully understand what you're saying, but they will absolutely recognize how you say it. A soft, rising tone, something that sounds like a gentle meow mom or a sweet hey baby, echoes the soothing sounds they use with one another, and that familiarity makes them feel safe. It's a tone that wraps around them like a warm blanket, offering comfort, reassurance, and calm in a noisy world. In contrast, a harsh or sharp tone can cut through that safety, leaving them tense, uncertain, and on edge. That's why your voice matters so much. A calm, loving tone tells them they're safe with you. A light, curious one sparks their playful side. It's not the language, it's the music behind it. And when you speak with that kind of care, you're not just talking, you're touching your cat's heart in a way only they can truly understand. If your cat has a favorite way you talk to them, share it in the comments. Your story might help someone speak their cat's language for the first time. Number 2, calling your cat in a sing-song voice. If you've ever noticed your cat reacting differently to a sing-song voice, you're not imagining it. Cats are naturally drawn to rhythmic, melodious sounds, so when you call them in a playful sing-song voice, it activates their curiosity rather than fear. Instead of simply saying, "come here" in a flat tone, elongate the vowels and make it sound like a playful invitation. Cats find this kind of communication engaging, almost like a game. The fun, inviting rhythm encourages them to come closer, as they want to be part of the interaction. Using this playful tone also makes the experience less intimidating, helping to build trust and positive associations. So, instead of calling them in a stern voice, try using a sing-song tone to capture their attention and draw them in with a sense of curiosity and excitement. Number 3, I'm here or it's okay during stress. In moments of stress or uncertainty, whether it's the jolt of a loud noise or the tension of a vet visit, your voice becomes a powerful tool. Cats may not grasp the exact meaning of words like I'm here or it's okay, but they understand something deeper, the emotion behind them. The softness in your tone, the rhythm of your speech, the calm presence in your breath, these are what reach them. When you speak gently, especially during anxious moments, your cat tunes in. They feel your steadiness, and that steadiness becomes theirs. It's not about the words themselves, but the energy they carry. A soothing voice can lower their guard, ease the tremble in their body, and remind them they're not alone. Cats are incredibly attuned to emotional cues, and often their state reflects yours. So when they're on edge, your calm isn't just comforting, it's contagious. Number 4, low flat words can trigger negative associations. Be mindful of how you use certain words, especially those with a low, flat tone. Words like no or stop, when said in a harsh, serious voice, can create negative associations for your cat. Over time, they may begin to associate these words with something uncomfortable or stressful, like a trip to the vet or being scolded. Cats are highly attuned to the emotional context of your words, and a stern or flat tone can make them feel threatened. Instead of using a flat tone for disciplinary words, try softening your voice or using positive reinforcement. Discipline becomes reassurance, correction becomes communication, and instead of reacting with fear, your cat responds with trust. Number 5, repeating their name in a soft, rhythmic pattern. Repetition is powerful when it comes to building trust with your cat, especially through something as simple as calling their name. When you say it in a calm, gentle rhythm, not too fast, not too firm, you're doing more than just getting their attention. You're creating an emotional pattern they can recognize and feel safe in. That soft, consistent tone becomes a signal, not of command, but of comfort. Over time, your cat begins to understand that hearing their name means warmth, presence, and affection. Shouting their name or calling out abruptly only creates confusion or distance, but a gentle repetition speaks to them in a way that feels safe and familiar. Even if they don't respond right away, they're listening, they're learning. And slowly, that name becomes more than a word. It becomes a thread that ties you closer, moment by moment, until they start seeking you out with the same quiet trust you've been offering all along. Number 6. Words associated with positive routines. Cats thrive on rhythm and familiarity, and when certain words are used again and again during their favorite moments, those sounds start to mean something more. Words like snack, come, or good become emotional anchors, not because your cat understands their literal meaning, but because they've learned to connect them with safety, joy, and reward. Say snack right before a treat, and soon that word alone will spark excitement. Whisper good during a calm petting session, and it becomes a gentle signal of affection. These are emotional touch points. They build a structure your cat can count on, a language of feeling wrapped in routine. And every time those familiar words echo through their world, your cat will respond with positive feelings, knowing that they are linked to something enjoyable and familiar. Number 7. Cats prefer words with open vowel sounds. The structure of the words you use with your cat matters. Cats respond better to soft, open vowel sounds, like those in words such as baby, kitty, or honey. These sounds are soothing and inviting, much more so than words with sharp consonants like no or stop, which can come across as harsh or threatening. Cats are instinctively tuned to the rhythm and melody of sounds, and they tend to be more receptive to sounds that mimic the soothing vocalizations they hear from other cats. Words with soft vowels trigger positive feelings and comforts. When you call your cat using these types of words, it feels more like a gentle reassurance than a command. So, instead of using forceful words, try using softer, melodic phrases to make your cat feel relaxed and cared for. Number 8. Cats remember the sound of kindness. Just like humans, cats can form emotional connections based on the words we say. When you consistently use a certain word or phrase with your cat, especially one that's spoken with warmth and affection, they begin to associate that word with positive feelings. Phrases like hey love or sweet girl become much more than just words. They become a part of your emotional bond. Your cat remembers the sound of kindness and the reassurance it provides. Over time, hearing these familiar words gives your cat a sense of security and comfort. These affectionate phrases become your emotional signature, and your cat will come to recognize them as a symbol of love and care. So, use these words regularly, and they will forever be associated with their happiest moments with you. Number 9. The word you whisper most when cuddling becomes their emotional anchor. Do you have a special word you whisper to your cat during cuddle time? That word, whether it's sweetheart or baby, becomes an emotional anchor for your cat. Even if they don't understand the meaning, the tone and frequency of the word create a sense of comfort and security. Over time, your cat will begin to associate this word with the calm, peaceful moments they share with you. This word will become a symbol of love and warmth, and whenever they hear it, they will feel safe and cherished. The bond you create with your cat is more than just through actions. It's in the words you use and the affection you express through them. So make that special word a part of your daily routine and watch your cat grow even more attached to the emotional connection you share. Cats may not understand every word you say, but they absolutely understand the feeling behind your voice. If you found this video helpful and want to learn more ways to strengthen your bond with your cat, give us a thumbs up and share this with fellow cat lovers. Remember, every word you say to your cat can bring you closer.